Hey guys, I'm just going to do a little nutrition video for you guys just to explain kind of why certain things are asked for with regards to your food intake. Now, paramount that you need to see food as is fuel, as energy that is going to help you achieve your goals. Now, dependent on your goal is how much fuel you'll require. So, for example, if you're trying to lose weight, we want to put you into a calorie deficit. So less calories than what you burn in a day. And then if you're wanting to gain weight to put mass on, then we put you into calorie surplus. So that's more energy in to gain weight from. So, there could be different reasons as to why you're trying to do both. You might also, like myself, try and maintain weight. So you're trying to equal out the burning that you do along with the food that you eat. Now, we first start off personal training, you just want to factor calories in. I don't particularly calorie count myself anymore because I found what works for me. And that's ultimately what I want you guys to achieve, in that you don't have to spend hours of your time prepping every single little calorie in your day. You just kind of know where you're at, because there's no life in calorie counting unless you're doing something like a competition where you need to be a certain weight. You want to be a certain size by a particular point, then that might be when you start tracking calories. And that's usually when I start tracking calories, which is probably near the summertime when I want to lean out a little bit. So I try and find a slight calorie deficit to bring my body fat down. Now, when I say calorie burn and calories in, people just think that's exercise and eating. Now, you need to factor in the whole of your day, not the 45 minutes to an hour that you do exercise, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. So I want to talk to you about your total daily energy expenditure. So that's TDEE, okay? So that's what you're going to burn calories throughout the day. So you need to factor that into the food that you eat during the day. Now, your biggest burn throughout the entire of your day is what's called your basal metabolic rate, your BMR, sometimes known as RMR, your resting metabolic rate. These are the calories that you burn by doing not a lot, your daily functions, okay? So thinking, sleeping, digesting, recovering from a workout. Things that can affect your BMR are things like your age. So as you get older, your BMR is lower. So the amount of calories that you need is lower, but your body mass can affect it as well. So if you're of larger size, then you'll need more calories in the day. However, you might be more muscular. It's like myself. I'm only 5 foot tall. I'm female, but I'm very lean in my muscle mass. So I need more calories compared to someone who might be the same size and the same weight as me, but they won't need as many calories if they're not as muscular as I am. So it's dependent on you as a person, and it's very difficult to work that out. So I go by averages when I work out yours. And what we then find is if it's not working, that's the things that we can adjust. So I will work out your BMR. If I haven't and you'd like to know, then I can tell you. Just give me a little message and I can do that for you. That's not a problem. But please factor in that it's 50 to 60% of your calories in a day. Now, to give you an idea, my BMR is around 900 to 1,000 calories a day. So I have to have that in a day. So there's a lot of people out there telling people not to eat 1,100 calories a day to reduce their weight by a ton. Now, I can pretty much guarantee most of you are a lot bigger than I am. And that's not an offense to you. That's just how small I am. So my calorie intake is going to be at the lowest end, probably of most people, bar those that are the same height as me and the same size as me. Most of your calories are going to be ahead of me, okay? Because you're bigger than me. Because you're male, maybe, or because you are taller than I am, heavier than I am, might be muscular like I am. Depending on your training, that can affect all those things with BMR. BMR is such a massive thing that people just don't factor into their daily routines. Now, that's 50 to 60% of your day, okay? Just doing life, yeah? Then you've got to think about other things that can affect it. Now, I'm not even going to exercise yet. That's way, way, way down the line, okay? Next one is TEF, okay? That is thermogenic reaction of food, okay? So the thermogenic effect of food, TEF. Now, that is drinking, eating, digesting, okay? So the reason why protein has become such a massive deal in the world of nutrition is not only of its effects for repair and growth for your muscles, but also its thermogenic effects around the body. Now, a lot of foods, carbohydrates, fats, etc., you start to digest and break down in your mouth, into your throat, and then into your stomach and into your intestines, into your digestive system. With protein, it is really difficult to break it down in your mouth. For those of you that eat meat, and get a really bad bit of meat, it takes a long time to chew it. It's a long time to break that down. So if you chew it and you don't quite eat it all and it goes digesting down into your system, that is where it gets broken down, and your body has to work extremely hard to break it down. Now, that means your body is using energy to do all that stuff. It needs calories for that. It actually needs 10 to 15% of your calories to do that, okay? It's also why things like the juice diet and smoothie diets annoy the hell out of me. Now, that's not saying that smoothies are bad and juices are bad or protein shakes are bad, but it does remove that element of breaking things down, because the blender is doing that all for you when your body could be doing it. So chunky soups, you know, people go, I had a soup for lunch. And you go, great, you know, nothing wrong with the soup. But think about the effects that you're not achieving by having the soup. It's easy to drink. It's why alcohol and juices and sodas and things like that are really easy wins for calories, because they're liquid. You know, when people are trying to gain weight, those are actually really, really, you know, easy to do, to try and gain mass weight, because eating that much food in a day is really, really uncomfortable and you'll struggle. So that's why a lot of people have mass gain shakes and things like that, to make that calorie surplus a lot easier to get your calories in. Now, calorie deficit, trying to lose weight, you're trying to burn more calories. So try and eat chunky food rather than go on a juice diet or smoothie diet because you just want to eat less. You know, you're ultimately being a hypocrite by doing something that's not going to burn as much energy when you need to. Fact. Now, I move on to NEAT and EAT. Now, NEAT, I've spoken about in a blog. Check it out. It is the non-exercise activity thermogenesis word. Basically the stuff that you do around the house or when you go out to the shops. So, you know, this big thing of getting 10,000 steps a day. This is your NEAT. The things that you do outside of your workout, the things that your body doesn't do by itself. So getting off your ass and moving around a little bit, maybe doing a little dance, maybe, you know, going to the shops, walking instead of getting in the car, parking further away from the shops than right by the door, taking the stairs instead of going in the lift. You know, all these little things that you do throughout the day are actually way more important than your exercise. So your NEAT, your non-exercise, is actually 25% of your day, because you've got to think about it. You work out for, 45 minutes to an hour? You might be asleep for, if you're lucky, 8. Yeah, so that's 9 hours. What are you doing for the rest of those 15 hours? You're moving. You've got to get up. You've got to do. So those of you that sit in front of computers, not doing anything throughout the day, this is where you're losing that calorie burn. You could be getting up every, hour. I know that's, and I know life gets in the way. Meetings get in the way. But, when you get up to the toilet, please get up for the toilet. I know a few of you say I don't do that. And then I'm like, ugh, makes my brain hurt. Get up, move around, do some stuff, get out at lunchtime, go outside, rain, wind or snow, get outside. It's great for your mental health, let alone the calorie burn that you're trying to achieve. So think about those things when you're sat there thinking, I haven't lost any weight this week. So get moving, get those steps up. If you don't wear a Fitbit or a Garmin or anything like that, don't worry, just get up and do stuff. The household chores, whatever it may be, do those things. And then, right at the end, 15% of your day, remember this is not every day, don't plan on it, is your exercise. 15% of your day, okay? 85% of your day is calorie burn. That is non-exercise. All right? So think about that, please. Move around a bit more. Please, because it's going to help you achieve your goals. Now, if you're trying to get into a calorie surplus, you almost want to not do your non-exercise activity because that'll help you gain weight. I know it's stupid, isn't it? So you almost want to take the cardio out, which is what most athletes do in what's called off-season. They will remove cardio from their day because they just want to build muscle mass. Okay, so you want to fuel the body as much as possible. Maintainers, get your non-exercise in because you can adapt your exercise to maintain your weight. Deficiters, get moving, get eating food, fuel your bodies, all of you, all three of those, make sure you're doing all those things. And one thing that will help all of that work much better, hydration. Hydration, team, and sleep. Get those two things in. Any questions? Give me a shout. If you want me to work out what your TDEE could be, then give me a message. Cheers, guys.